Anything is possible. It started.
Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Donna Gray and I have an awesome fun project for you today. So I'm a Stamping Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. Anything I show you in my videos can be purchased through my online store. You will find the information for my online store down in the Show More box down below. So what I wanted to show you today was a gorgeous card kit, and it's called Gorgeous Posies. It comes in this beautiful box. You can see absolutely stunning, gorgeous box. And we have an instruction sheet to show us exactly how to make the projects. And we also have the Gorgeous Posies stamp set. So this is an added cost on top of your kit, but then you can, if you love this kit, you can buy the kit over and over again. You only have to purchase the stamp set once. So our kits can be found in the beginning of our catalogue, our annual catalogue. So I'm just going to show you the process that I go through to actually create these projects using a kit. So when you open up your kit, you can see you have ribbon that we need for our cards, and we have this kit that has everything that we need. So I'll just pop that box aside and we will open this kit. So what I normally do is I normally get everything out of the kit and unpack it and get everything sorted into piles. So we'll do that. So we have some gorgeous, what have we got here? Okay, so these are card front layers. So we've got one layer there. So this is what I do. I sort them out. Another layer there. Another layer there. So that's 12. And this one makes 16. So we've got 16 card front panels there. Okay. And we now have card bases here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 card bases like that. We've got 4 purple posies. So these ones here are, they look like Blushing Bride. Purple posy. Seaside Spray by the look of it, and they're our envelopes. So we've got 8 of the Blushing Bride, we've got 4 of the purple posy, and then we've got all purple posy envelopes, okay, for all of the cards. So we'll pop the envelopes aside there. Then we have these gorgeous pieces here that are our sentiment labels. So we have one set of these ones. We have one set of these ones. We've got some gorgeous die cut pieces. Okay, so we've got 2 sets of each of those. Is that correct? We've got one set. No, they're all different. Okay. And we've got these gorgeous die cuts. So we've got 3 sheets of our die cuts. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sort out from this here which pieces we need for what. So you can see here for this gorgeous Blushing Bride one, it's got the round circles. So we can pop 4 round circles there because we had 4 of those cards there. Now the purple one here, we have gorgeous, what have we got? Is it that one? Yeah, looks like it. So we've got that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So we have this one over here, which we have, what one is that? That one. It looks like this one. So we have that. So 4 of those, 2, 3, and 4. And then we have this large one here for this one here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so I'm just going to pop out the rest of these pieces. So they give you extra pieces in case you muck up one of your stamping pieces. They also give you extra pieces that you can do more than what you have. So you can make some different colors with a bit of extra cardstock and things. So we're just going to pop all of those out, and I'll pop them back in my box so I know where they are. All right. So let's get started. So I'll pop those in the box out of the way. And I'm just going to make one of each card. So I'm going to get 1, 2, and I'm assuming there must be 2 pink bases. So I'll pop all the other bases away because I won't need them just yet. Okay. So now we have a full instruction sheet here. So I normally go just off the pictures, and I can see what they've done in the pictures. So you've got a more detailed picture here. So we might start with, I think this one here, the mauve one. It looks a little bit more simple to do. So I'm going to grab that. So this is what I do. I fold my instruction sheet like that. I grab my purple piece that I need. So I need that. I need that. And I'm also going to need some of those flowers. So I need a purple flower like that. And I need some leaves. I need 2 leaves. You can see here we've got 2 leaves, so it'll be one of those double leaf ones. So we'll grab that, and just a single leaf. So I'm assuming maybe one of those. Okay, and we need some ribbon, and that's all we're going to need, I think, for that one. All right, so let's set all this aside, and we make this one card. Okay, our ribbon is here. So the first thing what we're going to do is for a very kind and thoughtful friend. So we're going to grab our stamp set for a very kind and thoughtful friend. So we're going to grab that stamp. That one there. Bear with me while I just stick my sticker on, which is there. So this is what we do with our cling mount stamps. If this is the first time you've stamped, so say you're a brand new stamper and you have purchased this kit and you've also purchased the stamp. That's as easy as it is to stick your stickers on. And then when you pull it off, you've got your sticker on the back ready to go. I'm just going to mount that up onto a block like that. And then we're going to stamp that image, that sentiment on our stamp. So I'm actually going to use Blackberry Bliss as my ink for this one. So I'm just going to grab that little piece and I'm going to, we need it around that way. Just going to stamp that. So line that up and stamp that in the middle of that sentiment layer. So just like that. So for a very kind and thoughtful friend. All right. So we're going to need one of the purple bases. So we're going to grab that. And we're just going to mount that up on there like that. So I'm actually going to pop it up because I like a little bit of dimension. So I'm going to use some dimensionals and I'm going to pop that up onto the front of the card. Like so. Okay, grab my take your pick tool to grab those backings off. And we're just going to mount that up on the front of the card. Like that. Now they have a little bit of a bow here that we do. I was going to say it has a little bit of twine in the middle of it, and there it is. Look at that. It was hiding. Okay, so we need a little piece of ribbon that's going to go under where our sentiment is, and that's going to, we're going to cut that at an angle. So we're going to cut like, and that's the world's worst pair of scissors. We'll try a different pair. That's better. So we're going to go at an angle, and we need to see where our sentiment layer sits because we need it a little bit longer than our sentiment layer. So we can see there. So we need it a little bit longer. So we're just going to trim it just there. Okay. And that's going to be that little bit longer than our sentiment layer. Perfect. All right. So I'm actually going to glue that. I'm going to use a little bit of our tear and tape. Sorry, our snail. And I'm just going to glue a strip like that. And that's going to glue our ribbon into that strip. We're just going to glue that ribbon down like that. Okay, I might pop a little bit more under there. Now we do have our new Stampin' seal coming, so I can tell you, you will be wanting to use your Stampin' seal when it comes. I'm super, super excited about that. Mine's on order. It's on its way. All right, so now we're going to do, as you can see here in this picture, it's got a little bit of a bow here. So I'm going to grab some of this twine, and I'm just going to make a cute little bow. And you all know me and twine don't mix very well, but we will give it a go. Give me ribbon any day to tie. There we go. I did it. Okay, all good. All right, so we've got a ribbon, a bow there. So that's actually going to sit in underneath that. So I'm going to, just with a glue dot, I'm going to glue that down with a glue dot. So just one little glue dot there. And I'm just going to sit that like so. Then I'm actually going to pop this one up on dimensionals. So I'm going to grab some dimensionals and pop on the back of that. Taking those backings off, and we're just going to straddle that on our ribbon like so, and our bow is going to be in underneath. Now we've got our gorgeous little flowers. Now it's got leaves on the flowers, and with these leaves, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pop a glue dot on them because we want one leaf to go in here like this, and we want the other leaves to be coming out here like that. So I'm just going to grab some glue dots. I'm going to pop a glue dot on the end of that little leaf and one on the end of those. So you can see I've got them with the colored side down because we need to be able to pop it in under our flower like that. And the other one, we're going to pop it just in here like that. And then you're going to see that's going to pop just there. So we're going to pop that up on a dimensional as well. And we're just going to pop that there like that. So there you have your first card. How easy and simple was that? And how gorgeous is this card? So what we might do is we might use our stamp set now and actually stamp an insert for the card. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a piece of Whisper White cardstock. Okay, so I've just cut 4 inserts so that we've got an insert for every card. So now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take this gorgeous stamp because we've got some beautiful stamps here for a very kind and thoughtful friend. Maybe celebrate your day. So we could do celebrate your day on the inside. And I think I'm going to use some of those gorgeous flowers. So celebrate your day. So once again, pulling those backings off, lining my stamp up on that, like that. Oh, and then pull it off and you're good to go. So that's our sentiment done. And I want to grab the flower. So we're going to mount that one up. Okay, so look at this flower. We can see that it's got 3 petals going this way and then 1 going that way. So that's how we can work out where to line that flower up on the sticker. So just like that. We mount that up on a block. And I'm also going to mount the leaves up. So pop our leaves on there. Pop them on a block. Okay. And I think I'm going to pop this little dotty one. I feel like I want to do some little dots in the middle of the flower. So we'll do that one. Look at the way that lines up, like right there. We'll pop that one onto a little block as well. All right. So I'm going to stick with the color scheme here. So I think I'm going to use our Highland Heather. Or Gorgeous Grape. Highland Heather, I think. We'll do Highland Heather flower. So I'm just going to stamp a flower just down in that bottom corner. Like so. Beautiful. And I think I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape for some dots in the middle of it. So just like so. Look at that, gorgeous. And then I think I'm going to use our new color, Just Jade, for the leaves. So I'm just going to stamp some leaves. I just need a scrap piece of paper. Just bring in a scrap just so I don't stamp on my desk. Just going to do some leaves coming out from there. And I'll do some more leaves down through here. And maybe some leaves coming out. Maybe there. And maybe a little bit there. And we will stamp our sentiment, I think, in Blackberry Bliss, like we did on the front. So celebrate your day. Just like that. And then we have a gorgeous insert for our card as well. So we'll just pop that on the inside with some Tombow glue. Okay. And there you have your first card using your gorgeous Posies kit. So beautiful. All right, so let's move on to the next one. We'll grab our instruction sheet again. Okay, and we might move on to this gorgeous pink one that we have here. Okay, so I'm going to go to the page here where we have our Blushing Bride one. And I'm looking and I need a round circle. I need, from the looks of it, I need a pink flower. So one of those. I need 2 leaves and I need a single leaf. And I need some ribbon, and that is about it. All right, and we need a pink base. So we'll grab a pink base. All right, put those back in that box. All right, so what we're actually going to do is with our Highland Heather, we're going to mount up our Get Well stamp. Okay, and we'll grab our Highland Heather ink, which is that one there. And we'll grab our little circle and we will stamp our Get Well in the middle of our circle. Get well soon, like that. Okay, so now we're just going to grab our ribbon and we're going to cut a zigzag of a ribbon. So it's going to go this way, this way, this way. Okay, so we're going to sit that on there. We're going to see how this sentiment layer is going to go on here to make sure we've got the right size, which that's looking quite perfect, the size there. So I'm just going to, with my scissors, trim that end. Like that. Okay, so I'm actually going to use some double-sided tape on the back of this card. I find this is the easiest way to stick your ribbon in place. So I'm just going to pop a bit of double-sided tape all over the back of my sentiment layer so that I can stick my ribbon into that double-sided tape. So I'll just pick off the backings. And grab my zigzag of my ribbon. So this is the best way to do it, by just grabbing it and placing it how you want it. So like that. And then just placing your sentiment layer into it. Okay, so we've got it there like that. So that's going to sit really nicely on our card. Now, I'm going to pop that up because that is just what I like to do. So I'm going to grab that and I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back. And we'll pop that up on the front of our card. So with my dimensionals, I'm going to stick them over my ribbon, and that helps stick my ribbon down as well as hold everything where it needs to be. I'll pop another one just there. Okay. And I'll just take those backings off. And we're just going to place that on the front of our card like that. All right, so now we're going to grab our little flowers and we're going to pop our flowers together. So as you can see here, it's got the flower straddling over the top here. So we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to use our glue dots again, and we're going to pop our leaves down into those glue dots so that we can pop it on the back of our flower. So this flower has the single leaf coming down this way. So pop it there like that. And the double leaf is going to go like that. And that's going to sit there like that. So that looks really, really cute. So we're going to grab some dimensionals again and pop some dimensionals on the back of that flower. I'm actually going to pop a couple of dimensionals on this because I feel like it probably needs two. So there and there. Now you can see there, I've left the dimensionals up the top so that we can sit that flower over, and then the dimensionals will sit onto our card like that. All right, so now we're going to pop that onto the front of our gorgeous Blushing Bride card base. And I'm going to pop it up because, as I said, you know me, I love a little bit of dimension. So we'll do that. Now I'm putting a fair few dimensionals on there too, mainly for the simple fact that the cardstock, these layers are thinner than our normal cardstock. So I tend to feel like you need to add a bit more with your dimensionals to make sure that it doesn't sag, because it is thinner than our normal cardstock. Okay, so we've got Stampin' Up! Dimensionals on the back there, and I'm now going to mount that onto my Blushing Bride base, like so. And how beautiful is that? So now what we're going to do is we're going to stamp an image on the insert. So I'm going to bring in my scrap piece of paper again. I think what I'm actually going to do is stamp the large flower, but maybe do it in, I'm thinking maybe our Blackberry Bliss, just for a change. So we'll ink that up in our Blackberry Bliss. And we'll do our leaves again in our Just Jade. So just like that. And then I think what I'm going to do is these cute little spots, I might bring in some of that Blushing Bride. Oh, That's Floaty Flamingo, Blushing Bride I need, that one. And I'm just going to do some cute little spots around with our Blushing Bride, like that. And I think also I'll just stamp some. I don't know whether this will come up real dark in here, but we'll try it. Not bad. And that just makes the middle of the flower a little bit darker. All right. So now we'll just pop that insert into the inside of our card, and that will be card number 2 done. So just like that. And card number 2. Beautiful. All right. So let's move on to the 3rd card, which will be, what have we got? This one here and that. And I'll grab my instructions again. Here. All right. So, what have we got? Ah, this one here. I was like, where is that? So that way there and that. And we're going to need some of those little flowers again. So we need the little pink circle one. We need one of the purple ones. We need some of the 2 leaves and a single leaf. Okay. And we need a little bit of our ribbon, which we're going to be able to, we'll pop that ribbon over there. Let me see. It needs to be a bit longer than our sentiment layer, so I'm just going to cut that off there with our scissors. All right, so we're going to use Blushing Bride here for the sentiment, and the sentiment is celebrate your day. Which we have it over here, so I'll just clean that off with my chamois. And grab my Blushing Bride, which is here. And we'll just ink that up and stamp it onto our sentiment layer. Just there. Celebrate your day. Okay, so once again, we're going to use some of our snail, and we're going to snail down where that ribbon needs to be. So we're just going to run a little bit of snail along here. And as I said, if you have the Stampin' seal, you will be able to use that. Now I'm just going to trim that off a little bit better. Okay, so we're just going to glue that one down there like that. Okay, so we've got that. Then we're going to pop our sentiment layer up on dimensionals. And pop it onto the front. How beautiful are these cards? They are absolutely stunning. So we're going to pop that just there. Okay, so our little flowers, we're going to, I need to put a glue dot on this one here. And then it's going to glue onto our purple flower, so like that. Okay, we're going to pop the glue dots on our leaves again, so pop them down into that. And we're going to pop a single leaf up in between these two, so like that. And the double leaf is going to come out this side here like that. And then that is going to sit on our card like that. But we need to do the gorgeous little purple twine bow as well. So we're going to tie a bow with our purple twine. So 1, okay, so there we have a cute little twine bow. So we'll trim that off. Okay, with a glue dot, we'll pop a glue dot on behind that bow, and that bow is going to sit in through there like that. Then we're going to pop our flowers up onto some dimensionals. Now the flower is going to go just like that. So what we need to do is strategically place our dimensionals. So I think I'm going to place one there and one just there. Now this is a great trick when you're looking at where you're going to pop something. If you pop your dimensionals down like that, then you can pop it over and you have no problem of your dimensionals being in the wrong place for your layer. Okay, so we've got that. All right, so now we actually pop that onto one of our blushing bride bases. So that one there, so like that. So I'm going to pop that up onto some dimensionals. As I said, remember these are thinner than our normal cardstock, so make sure you load those dimensionals onto the back to make sure that it's going to sit really nice. Okay, so just like that on there. And then I'll bring in my white insert. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use some of these flowers. I'm going to do the same as what's on the front. So I'm going to use that one. I'm going to use that one. I'm going to use the single flower, and I'm going to use the little double flower there. So I'm just going to arrange these on the inside of my card. And that way it's going to bring some of the front to the inside. You know me, I love bringing the front to the inside. So I'm just going to do that one. That one. Actually, I need to pop that one in under there. And this one needs to pop in under there. So we've got a cute little flower on our insert. So then I'm going to glue that to the inside of my card. And I'm just going to see what the other sentiment is that's in that stamp set. And see if I want to stamp that. If I can get my glue to work. So on the insert, just like that. Okay, now we have another large sentiment. I'm just seeing if that's going to work. Wishing you comfort and peace at this time. What have we got on the front? Celebrating your day. I think we might do for a very kind and thoughtful friend, and we'll do that in our Blackberry Bliss. For a very kind and thoughtful friend, like that. And we might do some of these little dots around here. Like that. And there we have our third card out of our gorgeous kit. Beautiful. Okay, so let's move on and do the fourth and final design with our cards. So we have this one, and this one. Okay, so let's grab that instruction sheet again. And let's find that one, which is this one here. All right, so we have that. We need a piece of the ribbon. So once again, we need that ribbon to be a bit longer than that sentiment layer. So we're going to go maybe like that. So we're going to trim there and trim there, and I think that might be a good length. Looks like it is, like that. It's not looking too bad. All right, so the flowers we need is the purple round circle one, the pink round circle one, yeah, and just single leaves. Okay, so the pink round circle one and just the single leaves. So we're going to do one of them and one of them. Okay. And we need our twine to tie a little bow again. All right, so let's tie that bow before we get started. So a bow with our twine. Like that. All right. Now we're going to use that large sentiment, the one that I was going to use before. So we're going to need to grab that. And I'll mount it onto my sticker. Which is there. Okay. So we're going to go like that. And we're going to go like that. Okay, we'll mount that one up. And looking at that, it looks like it's in Highland Heather. So we'll grab our Highland Heather again. And we'll ink that sentiment up. And stamp that down onto that layer. Like that. Beautiful. Okay. And then we're going to bring all that in and pop that together. So once again, I'm going to use my snail adhesive and I'm going to put a strip, we're going that way, a strip right across where I'm going to pop my ribbon. So right across there. And we're going to pop our ribbon down into that. Just like that. Okay, and then this one here we're going to pop up onto dimensionals again. That. And we're going to layer that up on top of the ribbon. Okay, so just like that, there. Okay, now we've got our little circle, our little flowers here. I'm going to pop that one up on a dimensional. So I'm just going to grab a dimensional and pop that one up. And it's going to overlap a little bit on that layer there. Now, the next purple one is actually popped up there as well. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pop a dimensional underneath that. So just slide that in and pop a dimensional underneath there. I need to take the backing off it. And we're going to slide that in under there. So just like so. Now you're not going to see it because this flower is then going to stick into that one. Okay, and push it down into that dimensional there. All right, so our leaves, I'm actually still going to pop the leaves up on dimensionals as well. So I'm actually going to grab will a big one fit on there? Yep. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to pop it down in underneath both of those flowers. So just in there and popped up. Okay, the other one, I'm actually going to do a little mini dimensional, and I'm just going to pop a mini dimensional just there. I'm going to take the backing off, and this leaf, I'm just going to poke in under that flower. Oops, and I've pulled the flower right off, but it will be okay. I'll stick it back on. And then it'll go back on there. Okay, so there we have that. Now, our little ribbon, our little bow, we're going to grab a glue dot and we're going to pop a glue dot in behind our bow and pop that bow just straddled across there, like so. So there you have the front of the card. So we'll now mount that up onto some dimensionals. Now I've got a pack here that I'm just about finished, so I'll use all those edge pieces. So there, 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 and there. That one, and I'll just pop those two bits in the middle, like that. Okay, so we'll take those backings off. And we'll mount that onto the front of our gorgeous soft seafoam layer. Sorry, our soft seafoam base, I mean. So we're going to mount that onto there. Like that. Okay. Now, I have my last insert left. And on this last insert, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do probably a blushing bride flower. So I'm going to ink that up in blushing bride, which is here. So I'll ink up my flower and stamp it down. I'm going to ink up the little dots in Blackberry Bliss, and we'll stamp it into the center like that. And I'm going to grab my Just Jade again, and we will stamp the leaves in Just Jade. Okay, so that, and I'm going to need a scrap piece of paper again, which is there. Okay, so we're going to stamp those leaves there. Some more coming down through here, and some more over there. Okay, wishing you comfort and peace at this time. And I think I'm going to do, for a very kind and thoughtful friend, I think I'm going to do that in our Blackberry Bliss on the inside, because I think we all have friends at times that are in times of need. So I think that will be really, really nice to go with that sentiment from the front. Okay, so I'm just going to glue that to the insert. Of our gorgeous card. Okay, and there we have our fourth and final card using this gorgeous kit. So I'll bring them all back in now and show you all the finished ones all together. So we have our gorgeous soft seafoam one. We also have our beautiful blushing bride one. And we also have our purple posy one and the other beautiful blushing bride one. So you can see there's some gorgeous cards using this beautiful kit. So as I said, you can make 16 cards with this kit. So it's available online right now, and you can shop here with donnagray.stampinup.net, or you can call my mobile 0421725015 and order over the phone. If you need to contact me by email, there is my email address. It's bejeweled01@gmail.com. You can find the link to my online store down in the show more box down below as well. If this is the first time you have ever watched me craft before, and you like what you see, please feel free to give me the thumbs up. I love it when people tell me that they like what I've done. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down in that bottom right-hand corner and subscribe to my channel. That way you'll get notified every time I upload a video, and any of the items that I use in my videos can be purchased through my online store. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye for now.
Live and share it today.